Hello students, today we will continue with chapter 16 light with the topic sunlight white or colored. In class 7 you have already learned that sunlight is referred to as a white light and this white light is actually consists of 7 colors. Today we will deal with an activity to show that sunlight consists of several colors. What you have to do is get a small plain mirror and just adjust it in a bowl filled with water and keep this setup there in such a position that in this setup the sunlight has to fall down and it should be that light has to be reflected back from the mirror and that reflected light should fall down on the wall. Either that wall should be painted white or you just paste a white color sheet on that wall, and you will observe that the light which is coming from sunlight and striking on this plain mirror and then it is reflecting on the wall, it used to be splitted into 7 colors. And why this happens? This happens because that plain mirror and water together forms a prism, and this prism actually breaks this white light into its 7 colors. And children, this splitting of light into its different colors is known as dispersion of light. Remember this word, dispersion of light, and the definition. Rainbow is one of the natural phenomenon showing this dispersion. Remember. After this, we will start with the human eye. Eye is one of the most important sense organ. It enables us to see the various objects around us. So now we are going to learn about the different structure, structure of eye and its different parts and functions. Okay. Students, when you will observe the model of eye, human eye, you will find that eye is shaped like a ball. It has a roughly spherical shape and the outer coat of eye is used to be white. The outer coat used to be white as well as tough, so that it can protect the interior part of the eye from damage during an accident. When you will observe the model carefully, you will find the front part of the eye is called cornea, and this cornea is actually the transparent substance, or you can say the transparent part which we are able to see from outside, and the light coming from an object enters the eye through this cornea. So the main function of cornea is to protect the eye from accident, as it is one of the tough part, so it protects the eye from accident, and it as well it doesn't allow the different foreign particles to get inside, so it is going to protect the eye. After cornea, we are having another part in eye structure of eye is iris. Iris is the colored part of the eye. Children, whenever you will observe the eye of different peoples, you will find that some of the peoples are having green colored eye, some of the peoples are having blue, some of the peoples are having white, that brown. So why these different colors? The part which tells you about shows you the different colors is actually iris. Iris is the colored part of the eye. And when you will observe the diagram carefully as well as the structure of eye carefully, you will find in iris there is a small opening, small black color spot. That is actually spot or hole, you can say, at the center. That is the another part of eye is pupil. This pupil is, it just appears like a dark spot in the center of iris. Pupil is the opening, or you can say pupil is the opening in the center of iris which allows the light to get inside. And this iris, the another function of iris is to control the amount of light entering the eye by adjusting the size of pupil. The first function of iris is that it gives the distinctive color. It determines the colors of the eye. Another function of iris is that it controls the amount of light entering in the pupil. And how it is going to control that? By adjusting the size of the pupil. As I am saying here that iris is going to control the size of the pupil. Now how it is going to happen? See children, whenever you will be outside in a bright light, you will find that pupil becomes small so that less light goes into the eye. We don't need much light as we are in bright environment. Okay, so that time the size of pupil is going to be small, and when we are outside light in dim or in evening area or in dim, we need more light to see. So that time what will happen? Pupil becomes large so that more light enters the eye and we able to see. So in this way, it is the iris which is going to control the size of pupil as well as the amount of light entering in through the pupil. Behind the pupil is the eye lens. The human eye lens is a convex lens. Convex lens means it will be thicker in middle and thinner in the edges. And what is the function of this eye lens is it focuses the light on the back of the eye on a layer called retina. The eye lens is held in its position with the help of ciliary muscles. You can see the labeling in the diagrams. It is the ciliary muscles which is going to hold the eye lens in its position. Okay. Now this eye lens, just as I told you, the function of eye lens is to focus the light on the back of the eye on a layer called retina. Now what is retina? Retina is a screen on which the image is going to form in the eye. Children, the retina of our eye has a large number of light sensitive cells. There are two different kinds of light sensitive cells, rods and cones. The rods are the rod shaped cells which is going to be sensitive for the dim light, whereas the cones are the cone shaped cells which are going to be sensitive for the bright light. It means the rod cells helps you sensitive to dim light, means it will help you to see clearly in the dim light, whereas the cones are sensitive to bright light. It means cones helps us to see in the bright light. As well, one more feature of these cells are this, that rods won't able to give any information regarding the color of the object, whereas the cones are responsible for the sensation of color of the object. So it is the cone cells which helps us to identify the color of the objects. Now this retina is attached to the optic nerve. Optic nerve carries the image formed on the retina or any sensation or message of the retina to the brain. Now one more part of the eye. At the junction of optic nerve and retina in the eye, there is a spot known as blind spot. Blind spot is a small area of the retina insensitive to light where the optic nerve leaves the eye. Means at the blind spot there is no sensitive cells, so no vision or no image formation. Means image is going to form, but our brain won't able to read that message. Won't able to read that message that any image is going to be formed at blind spot. So due to which as it doesn't contain any light sensitive cells, so due to which the no vision is possible at that spot. Okay, that's why it is known as blind spot. To get it more clear that what is blind spot, let's have an activity. What you have to do, you have to take a drawing sheet and make two spots, one circular and one a cross. Okay, now hold the sheet at your arm's length. Now close your one of the left eye or right eye and bring closer. Stare on any one of the on this sheet and focus on the one of the spot, either black spot, either the cross sign. Okay, and then bring this sheet closer to you slowly. At a certain distance you will find the dot disappears because its image has fallen on the blind spot of your right eye. Means at a distance you will see कि you able to see both the spots, either cross, either dot, दोनों आपको दिख रहा है. But as you will bring it closer, at a distance you will find, थोड़ा पास लाने से you will find कि एक उसमें से डॉट जो है वो डिसअपियर हो गया. एज यू आर फोकसिंग ऑन क्रॉस साइन, डॉट डिसअपियर हो गया. एंड व्हाई इज इट सो? इट इज स्टिल इन योर फ्रंट. It happens as the image is going to be formed in the blind spot area. Okay, and this activity you can repeat by closing your another eye also. Next is the persistence of vision. Persistence means कितना देर तक वो विजन आपने जो देखा है वो रहेगा. सो द इमेज ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट सीन बाय आवर आईज actually persists or remains on the retina for about 1/16th of a second even after the object has disappeared from our view. Children, if we look on any object and then close our eyes, the image of the object will remain in our eyes for a very short duration. कुछ समय तक वो image हमको दिखता है. And why is it so? As the image formed on the retina of eye does not fade away immediately. वो immediately गायब नहीं होता है. It stays there for about 1/16th of a second, and this ability of an eye to continue to see this image of object for a very short duration is called persistence of vision. This is known as actually persistence of vision. And children, it is due to this phenomenon of persistence of vision that we are able to see movie pictures in a cinema hall. It is because if the still pictures of a moving object are flashed on our eyes at a rate faster than 16 pictures per second, then the eyes perceive this object as moving. What I mean to say is that हमारी आंखों में 1/16th of a second किसी भी इमेज जो हमको दिखाया गया है वो 1/16th of a second हमारी आंखों में रहता है उसका इमेज. सो अगर एक सेकेंड में 16 इमेजेस से ज्यादा आपके आंखों के सामने से हटाया जाएगा तो वो 16 इमेजेस आपके उसमें परसिस्ट करते जाएंगे, इमेजेस फॉर्म होते जाएंगे एंड यू विल फाइंड 16 से ज्यादा इमेजेस अगर आपकी आंखों के सामने से हटाया जाता है तो आपको ऐसा लगेगा कि वो एक मूविंग images है. means you are that images are not still, it is a moving image. It will be more clear for the children, remember this. But जो the movies that we see are actually a number of still pictures. जो भी movies हम देखते हैं सिनेमा हॉल्स में एंड टीवी टेलीविजन पे, they are actually सिनेमा हॉल्स में sorry, they are actually the moving pictures only. Okay, they are the still pictures which are going to move. And what is the rate? 24 pictures per second. In a second 24 pictures are moving with the help of a projector. That's why we able to conclude that we are moving pictures we are able to see on the screen. This can be more clear by this activity. What you have to do in this activity? You have to take a square piece of cardboard and one side you have to draw a picture of a bird and on the other side, back side, draw a picture of cage. Okay, one front side should be bird, back side can be cage or either. Okay, and make 2 holes and from that 2 holes at the edges what you had made, just pass a string, a thread. Now try to twist this string continuously and try to move it more than 16 times in a second, more than 16 times in a second. You will find that after some time you know that you had drawn both the pictures on different parts, but when you will go through it, move it faster more than 16 times per second, you will find that the bird is getting inside the cage. That in this way this happens is due to phenomenon of persistence of vision. When we are going to continuously twist this thread, we will find that bird is getting inside the cage. As the image of bird already persists on our retina for a very short while, during the same time what will happen, the image of cage is also going to fall down on the retina. So this will help to appear like this, that bird is getting inside the cage. Next, as children, you all knew that eye is such a wonderful instrument that it can clearly see the distant objects as well as the objects nearby. हमको एक काफी डिस्टेंस का भी दिख जाता है, काफी क्लोज का भी दिखता है. But there should be a minimum distance at which the eye can see the objects distinctly with varies age. Is the most comfortable distance is 25 centimeter for the normal eye. Remember this. Apart from this also, there are certain defects which eye can suffer due to age or some other issues. So what are these defects? These defects are called myopia, hypermetropia and cataract. See children, what happens, some persons cannot see the distant objects clearly. Distant means दूर की चीजें उनको clearly दिखाई नहीं देता. They are able to see the objects nearby more clearly. पास की दिखता है, दूर का नहीं दिखता. So this defect is known as myopia. Myopia is the defect of eye due to which a person cannot see the distant objects clearly, though he able to see the nearby objects. Another defect is that some persons cannot see the nearby objects clearly and able to see the distant, and this defect is known as hypermetropia. Apart from this, another defect of the eye is there, which usually comes in the old age, is cataract. The medical condition cataract is a situation in which the lens becomes cloudy of a person. It becomes cloudy and the person can't able to see clearly. So these are the three different defects, and all these defects can be rectified by using correct spectacle lenses. So for today